Good morning, students. Welcome to your science class. Today we will continue your second chapter, microorganisms, friend or foe. And today's topic is usefulness of microorganisms. Microorganisms are beneficial to us in number of ways. First of all, we will know about their benefits in food industry. First is as food. Some algae and fungi are rich in nutrients and constitute food for human beings and animals. How they provide food to human beings and animals? Some green algae are dried and processed as food product, and they are used in soups and salads, and they are used as cattle feed to make it more nutritious. Next is single cell green algae, chlorella and spirulina. They constitute a rich source of proteins and carbohydrates, so they are cultured artificially, means they are grown or prepared artificially, and then supplement tablets are made from that, which provide proteins and carbohydrates, and that are known as protein carbohydrate supplement tablets. Next is phytoplanktons and diatoms. These are algae, are food for several marine animals, means sea animals, and constitute a major part of food chain. Mushrooms are rich source of proteins and is main ingredient of many recipes. Mushrooms are edible fungus, means eatable fungus, and they are rich source of proteins and used in many recipes. Next is curd, butter and cheese making. Bacteria and fungi are widely used in food industries for various preparation. Next is activity 2.3, setting of curd. This is a process by which we can make curd. Lactic acid bacteria, lactobacillus, are present in curd. They need food and warmth for their growth and multiplication, means reproduction. When we add a spoonful of curd in warm milk, bacteria start multiplying using milk, sugar, lactose. They convert lactose into lactic acid, which curdles the milk by acting on milk protein casein. Curd is acidic and lactic acid is present in curd, and lactobacillus bacteria are present in curd, and milk have sugar, that is lactose. Lactobacillus start growing in warm milk and they convert lactose into lactic acid. In this way, milk is set into curd. Bacteria cannot grow in very high or very low temperature, because at high temperature bacteria get killed and at very low temperature they remain inactive. Churning of milk yield butter. Specific bacteria are added into cream to make flavored butter. Churning means shaking. By this process we can make butter from milk, and to give it flavor some specific bacteria are added. Precipitated milk is separated to get cottage cheese. Different molds are used to impart characteristic flavor and aroma to variety of cheese. Precipitated milk is the milk that we get after separating the cheese. And different molds. Molds are type of fungal species that are used to give flavor and aroma, means smell, to cheese. Next is brewing industry. Brewing industry is related with production of beer or wine or alcoholic drinks. Yeast are used in breweries for preparation of alcohol. Yeast cell cause fermentation of sugar and convert them into alcohol. Fermentation is incomplete oxidation of food in absence of oxygen. Carbon dioxide is released in this process. In this process of fermentation, sugar is converted into alcohol in absence of oxygen by yeast cells, and carbon dioxide is released. Wine is produced from fruit juices, example grapes, apples, etc. Beer is produced by barley, wheat, rice, grains, etc. Both are produced by process of fermentation, and yeast cells are used in this process of fermentation. Next is baking industry. Yeast are widely used in baking industries for making number of preparations like bread, cakes, pastries, biscuits, etc. It means yeast are used in baking industries. Yeast multiply by using sugars and respire to produce carbon dioxide. Bubbles of gas fill the dough and make it fluffy and spongy. When you use yeast in any substance that are used for baking, Then yeast use sugar of that substance and produced carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide make the dough fluffy and spongy. This dough is used to base of baking industry and some home preparations like idli, dosa, bhatura, dokla, etc. On baking the dough of 180 degrees Celsius, microbes get killed and carbon dioxide emerged out, making the dish spongy, and alcohol changes into special compounds. Yeast cells that we use in dough, they release carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide comes out from the dish, making small pores in the dough, and then dough becomes soft, spongy, and alcohol changes into special compounds, and at 180 degree that yeast cells are killed. Now you can eat that baked dish. Next is beverages and other food industries. Beverages mean drinks and other food industries. Bacteria help in various processes of beverages and food. Bacteria help in ripening and curing process of tea leaves and coffee beans and impart them characteristic flavor and aroma. Bacteria act upon tough muscle fibers of meat and make them soft and palatable, means eatable. This process is called tenderization of meat. So this is use of bacteria in beverages and other industries. Today we have learnt about the uses of microorganisms in food industry. I hope you understand this. Read this and learn the important terms. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you and have a nice day.